And now I'm covered in gray horsehair, but we love that. Hi there, my name is Ashley with Ashley Tolton Art. I'm an equestrian and an oil painter. And this is Wilbur. So what sparked my connection with horses? Honestly, I was one of those girls that was just born horse crazy. I just came out that way. I don't come from an equestrian family by any means. I grew up, there was a show jumping barn just up the road kind of from us, and I remember going when I was 2 years old, and my parents would joke that even at 2 they'd take me and tell me the names of the horses, and we'd go back like a week later to see them, and they wouldn't remember the horses' names, but I would. And I was very lucky that my parents were able to afford lessons for me from a very young age, which led to a wonderful and accomplished junior career, which then turned into a professional career. I was an assistant trainer. I had my own barn and eventually became an equestrian artist. But really, this journey and this desire for this deep connection with horses just came from this, I don't know, this desire within. I never knew any different because it's always something that I wanted to be a part of. I've wanted to be around them, and I just knew that they were for me. This is Wilbur. He is my 11-year-old Dutch warm blood. We do hunter jumper together, and he's an absolute superstar. I love him. I've had him since he was 4, started him, and we've been together ever since. He's an absolute rock star. So the partnership with horses is so incredibly unique. I think every single horse I've come across has taught me something about myself, given me something. They just very honestly and truly, I think, make me a better human. They're beautiful mirrors where they show you things about yourself. So it's unique. And then the partnership itself is phenomenal in the sense where so much of it is done even without words. And I think that's something that a lot of humans forget in human communication, is just how important things like body language and intention and integrity and all of these things that allow you to build this trust and rapport and this partnership with them. And it's something that we can take into our everyday lives with people and other animals. They're incredibly talented animals. They're incredibly powerful animals, but they're also incredibly forgiving and caring and adventurous and curious. There's just so much to them, and they're so fun to be around. And in so many ways, I think can just teach us about ourselves and about humanity. Hi. They're wonderful creatures, and we're so lucky to be able to be around them. We're so lucky. We're so lucky to have you guys. This is my husband's horse, Rooster. He's a quarter horse. Cute little quarter horse, huh? You cute little quarter horse. The equestrian world it can be very difficult and incredibly rewarding in so many ways. I've had some of my highest highs and lowest lows in the industry. And again, I was so lucky to have a really wonderful and successful junior career. I had my 1 in a million heart horse that just took me to top level, and he was the most special gift I could ever receive. He was amazing, and I love him, and I'm so grateful for him. I had a wonderful professional career. I rode a lot of amazing horses, started a lot of amazing horses that went on to do amazing things, which leads me to probably one of the most difficult things, which was in 2018, I actually had a really bad fall off of a colt, a young horse. I was very lucky. I'm fine now and healed. But it was one of those moments where doing it at that level and riding all these outside horses, it just kind of made me confront the longevity that I was looking for my life. And how do I find this balance between being able to ride, being able to do what I love, while also being able to be healthy for a long time? and do this for a very long time. But that's where I think what Equine Mastery is doing is really incredible, because they're highlighting all these different ways that you can still be a part of the industry, still ride horses, still do what you love. But there are other ways than just being a professional rider in order to achieve this. And shining light on that is really, really cool, because I was a professional rider and made the decision to find something else that allowed me to continue to ride. And I get to jump at home, I get to train at home, I get to do whatever I want. So I still get that fix of riding, and that fall is ultimately what led me into looking into another career that allowed me the freedom. And artwork was always one of those other things that I kind of just did on the back burner, but never really took it seriously as a profession until with the rise of social media and all these online platforms that allow you the reach. It kind of dawned on me that I think this is something that I can really do, and something that allows me to be in the industry, do what I love. I'm painting what I love because I'm painting equestrian themed things. Hi, Rooster. I get to go to horse shows. I get to ride. It is just the best of all worlds. And I'm so incredibly grateful for that. And one of the other questions was about some of the most rewarding aspects of being around horses. And I don't think I could pick one thing, because it's multifaceted. And in that sense, one of the most rewarding things is, one, just right now, the fact that I'm able to paint horses and build this business around them and other people that really enjoy the industry and horses. And it allows me to still ride. And it really is just, it's so rewarding to be doing what I'm doing now. And I love that. And of course, it's easy to look back at my career and just say, you know, some of the horses that I was lucky enough to sit on. There's a few Olympic horses, World Cup horses, of course, just winning big riding events. There's more to it than that. Again, just the position that I'm in right now, where I'm able to ride when I want, have horses, be able to paint horses, still be in the industry, working around such wonderful people and such wonderful horses. And that alone is also incredibly rewarding. You guys are just so cool, huh?